Good morning. It is one of those drying days. We've got sun, we've got wind, we've got heat. The question is, do we have dry ground? I don't know the answer to that. We're going to go look around a little bit, but right now we're down to Berkey. The guy that bought the first bin that we took down is here, just finishing up picking it up, and we're cleaning up the stuff from yesterday, putting it in the barn. I got to head back to Waldron here in a little bit and probably load up a seed delivery. I'll make a couple phone calls on the way and we'll see, but yeah, things are happening. Maybe, unlikely, but maybe. What happened to our sunshine? Just got back up to Waldron here. We're just gonna go look at some fields or do something. I don't know. And it's cloudy and it feels like it's gonna rain. That's not cool. It's not supposed to rain till later tonight. So just driving down the road though, I can still see some wet spots on the top of some of the ground. It's not dry enough. We might go look, but it's not dry enough. Yeah, it's raining. Well, guess we'll have to wait to deliver seed, and we won't be farming today. Okay, well, maybe it wasn't so much rain. It got the road wet, but that was about it. And maybe the sun's gonna come out now. I don't know. We're gonna head down to the seed warehouse. I've got one box of beans that I need to treat. I actually have a lot of boxes of beans I need to treat, but I have one that I need to treat to do a delivery, hopefully later today. So I think I'm gonna try and get that done, and then we'll see about loading the trailer up. I've got one guy local that I can take stuff to, but I've got two of my customers that are half hour, 45 minutes from here that I would really like to take their seed out to them today. I can do it, both of them together on one trip. I'm waiting to hear back from the one guy to see if they're around and I can bring it. If so, great. If not, we'll go a different direction today. Okay, well, there's that box. It goes with the other one sitting over here that's already treated. And they go to a customer. And since I haven't heard back from my other guys yet, we might just take those. That was supposed to be a later this afternoon trip, but that's okay. Okay, I got a first delivery made. A guy that was really close had 4 boxes and a pallet of corn. We're making a second delivery. This is a guy over by Coldwater, Michigan. Coldwater to Bronson, somewhere in that area. And this trip is going to be very painful because I'm going to see lots of people in the field working, and it's going to make me want to go and do something. Yeah, but we're going to go and do it. We got 2 boxes on a trailer. Go get these taken care of. And then this afternoon, I've got 2 more stops to make. The one that I was going to do the first thing this morning, I finally heard back from a guy. We can do it late this afternoon or later, which it'll be 2:30 before I get back, 3:30, yeah, it'd be after 4 before I can get there anyway, so do what we can. I knew it wouldn't be good for me coming over here. Trucking a seed tender. There's the planter behind the pivot. Notice the pivot, which means that it's sandy, dry ground. Yeah. Second guy I've seen out planting. Kinderhook. We're in Kinderhook, Michigan, just north of the Indiana state line. Much sandier ground over here as you go west from our place. So, not surprising. I knew that would be the case when we got over here. There would be lots of people in the fields. I've seen 2 planters. I saw a guy spreading fertilizer, a couple of discs or intelligent tools going. We're almost there. All right, well, we made another delivery. I think these guys are putting anhydrous on, because there's an anhydrous tank going down the road. Anyway, I loaded up for this load for this guy and another guy that's that way. Our farm is that way. And as I was getting ready to leave, the second guy called me and said their skid steer was overheating. Basically, they got no way to unload me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so rather than going back and unloading it all, I decided, well, I'm just going to take it and we'll see what happens. And anyway, we're taking half of this back home and putting it in the barn, but we're just going to leave it on a trailer because ideally it's the next stuff to go out anyway. I don't have a ton to deliver now. I do have a bunch of beans that need to get treated until later next week when we can finally deliver that 46 boxes that goes up north here. So hopefully Monday or Tuesday we'll get a chance to get this stuff to the guy and get some beans treated, and then be farming and be too busy to do any of it. Yeah, that's ideal, I guess. Anyway, back to the farm. Well, we got back from seed deliveries and decided we needed to come check some fields, so we're running cornstalks. See if it's dry. Well, it's not horrible here. There's a solid crust on the top that would, it's not going to get stuck. This doesn't quite break apart, but it's not quite gooey. That's pretty close. Let's go check some other spots. Number 2, there's kind of a profile, even down 3-4 inches there. It's about the same. It's not bad. It's not bad. A little wet spot here. You don't let the last 5% of the field keep you from going though, so the rest of it looks good.
Wants to plant 6 or 8 rows of corn along there.
The deer hunter wants to plant 6 or 8 rows of corn along our woods here?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
He's going to put a blind in the corner.
I see.
He said he'd pay us.
I'm sure he will pay us.
Sort of already did.
Yeah. Alright, so stay away from the edge when we plant here, huh?
Yeah. Well, even if he does, when you're planting corn.
Plant the corn in the beans, he'll like that.
Yeah. Don't go around it, then you can.
I'm planning on planting 30-inch rows on that field.
Oh.
I'm going to do it. Alright, this is a bean stubble field. For sure, yeah. The one we tiled really well. Yeah, I'll just let him dig. That's a little gooier, looks, I think. No, it's not bad.
It really dried out.
It's really mellow.
Top 2 inches really dried out.
Okay. Our field cultivator's not ready to go. I'll hook it up and check all the tires and do all the stuff to it. That's going to take half a day. Wind and sun and heat makes things dry fast. Man, that's gooey. Could use another day. That's close though. This spot here is a little damp on top of it too. Oh yeah, tractor. Oh, I can't wait to spend days in this thing. So here's what we decided. I'm gonna go hook up the disc. I need that tractor to do it. I need this out of the way to get that tractor out. We're also gonna get the 9R out because we can't get it out with the planter in here, and since we're taking the planter out anyway, we might as well get that out of here because Dad's gonna get the field cultivator hooked up tomorrow probably. I'm expecting it to rain tonight, and so we're not actually gonna get anything done, but we might go do some discing. Just see how things go. Take bets on whether it starts. We're 2 for 3 so far. Nothing. Oh, the disconnect. Disconnect. There's a battery disconnect. You know how that works? There you go. Dome light came on. Oh yeah, she's gonna start. She's gonna run really good for us this year. We're not gonna have any codes, no exhaust issues, just a good workhorse tractor that's gonna be awesome. Right? Right, 9R? Right. Anyway, come back to planter back in the barn. We're gonna take that one and go get our disc. Ah, the 8430. It's the only tractor we've got left that's still running a 2630 display, but it's fine for this. Turn the heat off. Holy cow. It's all the way cranked to heat. We need auto AC. There we go. Alright. Well, let's hook up a disc here and go to the field. I think we're going to go to a field. We're probably going to go to the field. All right. Brock had the disc out a couple weeks ago and went through everything and made sure it was all in good shape. So I don't think there's anything we need to do to it. We could kick the tires and just make sure they still have air in them, but no different than it sitting hooked up to the tractor for 2 weeks. So we should be good to go here. We got our newly reinforced Packer tongue back there. Let's go have some fun, make some dust fly. Well, Dad and I think this field is dry enough. There's that one little spot along the woods in the back there, but even along this woods, it's usually really wet, was pretty dry. We'll see how this goes. The pond across the road would suggest otherwise, but that pond also has water in it all the time. So we aren't going to worry about that. Get our stuff unfolded here and let Fieldwork 2025 officially commence. But we better get our display set up. 2-1. This is one of the fields I just remapped a boundary. Wonder if it's got the new one or the old one in it. Got the old one in it. Okay, I didn't send a setup file. Probably should have. It's okay. No big deal. Set track 0. We want our main east side. That's the line right along the edge here. And the line that we will plant with, or at least fairly close. And I always like to plant with the, or I like to do my spring tillage with the planter pass, not on an angle. Otherwise it makes it rough. Alright, let's go here. We are pulling our Landau 7431 VT disc. Vertical tillage tool, sorry, I'm not supposed to call it a disc. It's a disc. It's just a disc that you pull fast. So we're gonna do that. Let me get started and set up here, and we'll get you guys updated. Okay, we went a little ways. I think we are way too deep. Typically in the spring we pull it shallow and fast. In the fall we pull it deep and a little bit slower. Well, this is not bad. This looks really nice, but I don't want to go deep and get into wet stuff and mud, anything that might be smeary. Ball up. Yeah, that's not bad at all. It looks good behind the Packer, but we're going to shallow it up a couple turns. We don't need to go deep. There's no reason to. Made that first pass. Now we made our turn. I think we're still a little deep. It's better than it was, but when we get down to the other end, I might stop and shallow it up a little bit more. We'll get out and take a look, though. Dusty. We're very dusty. That's good. So the typically the corn stalks in high residue fields, even wheat stubble to an extent, stays a little bit wetter, takes an extra day to dry out in the spring, just because it doesn't get as much sunlight, and the wind can't get to the ground like the bare ground where we had beans last year was. However, with this ground not being really worked last fall, I mean, we disked it, but we didn't do any deep tillage, it's a little bit more firm. It's got more structure to it. It's not as soft and loose as the ground where we ran our disc ripper. And so it's firmer, and once that top dries off, we can get across it a little bit quicker, where the chiseled ground that we looked at there was still a little bit gooey. It probably would go tomorrow if it doesn't rain tonight, which is why Dad's going to get our field cultivator ready. But we can get on this now, so even if it does rain tonight and we get across this, it'll be plantable as soon as it dries out enough again. And I intend to do 30-inch rows in this field. This is the field where we've had severe white mold in the past, and I intend to use the heads up, or do a heads up trial here. We're going to plant one box with the heads up, we're going to plant one box without the heads up, and we're going to see if we can see any differences in yield results this fall and watch it throughout the year. So that's the plan here. Oh, that is better. That is better. Shallowed it up, looks great behind us, and we picked up some speed. Now we're able to run it 8.8, 9 miles an hour. 6. 12th gear is kind of the highest gear I'm willing to hit in the field. Once you hit 13, it's a range shift, and those are road gears. So if we were using the 8R or any of the other tractors, really, we could pull this 9 miles an hour all day. Now, one thing with the Packer back there, if you get in some rough conditions or something, it can start bouncing, so you really got to watch that. Right now it looks great. Not worried about it. Let's do this. Oh, it feels good to be back in the tractor seat. Oh, yes. Brock, you're missing out, bud. That's what you get for picking up extra shifts at work. He had to work tonight. Anyway, oh, it's good. Looks good. Now, I can't work real long tonight. It is Good Friday, and I have church tonight. So, it's about 6, is that right? 10 to 6 or so. I can probably work till 6:30. Yeah, probably just 6:30, and then I gotta go to church. I could come back after that if I want, or we could hope it doesn't rain tonight and come and do it tomorrow. And then plan it. Well, we've done pretty good. Made it up to the house lot here. Says we've done about 18 acres. I suppose that's pretty close. I think 19, almost 20 by the time we're done here. And, yeah. It's not a huge first day, but we made some dust fly. And I'm feeling good. There's a chance it doesn't rain tonight. I don't know. They were calling for like a 90% chance tonight. But I don't know if that's a 90% chance of rain like it did this morning, where it gets the ground wet and nothing else, like doesn't even register, or if it's a 90% chance of we're going to get 2 freaking inches and we're going to be out for another 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that one, though, so hopefully it's not much. We can get through it with just a touch of rain, and we'll be busy tomorrow in the fields. I do have a family Easter thing in the morning at least, and that is the crappy part about the holiday weekend here, is all my sisters and family are all home. It would be kind of nice to hang out with them, but it's also kind of nice to sit in a tractor, so I'm not complaining. Anyway, I'm going to run these end rows up here. It's 6:28, and head back to the farm, go to church tonight. I'll do my best here to make sure we don't, clip an electric pole with our Packer while we're doing these end rows. I mean, not pointing any fingers, though. Looks pretty dang good if you ask me. I think it worked up really, really nice, and should plant good. The idea is to go about 2.5, maybe 3 inches deep, just deeper than what we're going to place the seed. Give us some nice loose dirt, plant that seed into, break these stalks down a little bit more, and just make a nice seed bed. All right, let's head out of here. Well, that was fun. All right. There's no rain anywhere near imminent or anything like that, although it has clouded up again. There's stuff to the north, but not here, so maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows? It still says a 70% chance of rain for tomorrow, though, so I can't imagine we're going to be able to do anything, but you never know. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. Go grab yourself a Borderview Farms t-shirt over at Farm Focus. Link in the description down below. Tall sizes. They fit me really well. Lots of kids here. Hi, Rayleigh girl. What do you got? You got a scooter? What kind of scooter?
Chase.
It's Chase.
Yeah.
You like Chase?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Ryder.
And you like Ryder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Ryder.
You're Ryder. Oh, okay. Anyway, if we're working tomorrow, I will be sure and film it for you. However, I will not release a video on Easter, so you won't see that until Monday. Happy Easter, everybody. Have a great holiday weekend here, and I will see you again either for a video on Monday from Saturday, or on Monday to film a video for Tuesday. So, field work is close. Let's go. Dad tells me every year that ends in a 5 is a good year, so I'm counting on it. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you.